You spend about 6 years of your life dreaming, 6 entire years, and most of it you'll never remember. But every dream you've ever had, every weird one, every scary one, every one that felt way too real, fits into one of 12 categories. Here's every type of dream explained. Normal dreams are the everyday ones, the random, mostly forgettable stories your brain plays while you sleep. They usually happen during REM sleep, which is the stage where your brain is almost as active as when you're awake, but your body is basically paralyzed so you don't act them out. Scientists still aren't 100% sure why we dream at all, but the leading theory is that your brain is sorting through the day, taking memories, emotions, and random information and filing them away. So when you dream about your coworker, your old high school, and a talking dog all in the same scene, that's just your brain organizing the junk drawer. Number 2, the worst dreams, the nightmares. Nightmares are dreams that scare you awake. They usually happen in the second half of the night, during longer REM cycles, and they're way more common than people think. Most adults have at least one a month. What causes them? Stress, anxiety, certain medications, eating too late, and sometimes just a bad day. But here's the interesting part. Researchers think nightmares might actually be useful. They're basically your brain running emergency drills, practicing how you'd react to threats so you're better prepared if something bad ever happens in real life. So that dream about being chased, your brain thinks it's helping. On to the next, number 3, the best dreams. Well, depending on who you ask. A lucid dream is when you realize you're dreaming while you're still inside the dream. And once you know, some people can actually control what happens. Fly? Change locations, summon people. About half of all adults have had at least one lucid dream in their life, and a small percentage can trigger them on purpose with techniques like reality checks during the day or waking up, staying up for a few minutes, and going back to sleep. The science is real. Brain scans show lucid dreamers light up parts of the prefrontal cortex that are normally quiet during sleep. It's basically your conscious mind waking up while your body stays asleep. 4, recurring dreams are the ones that keep coming back. Same setting, same situation, sometimes for years. The classic examples: losing your teeth, showing up to school naked, being unprepared for a test. Psychologists think recurring dreams are usually tied to unresolved stress or anxiety. Your brain keeps replaying the same scenario because something about it hasn't been processed yet. The interesting thing, once people actually deal with whatever's bothering them in real life, the dreams usually stop on their own. Number 5, these are the dreams that supposedly predict the future. You dream about something weirdly specific, and then it happens. Most scientists explain this with 2 things. 1, confirmation bias. You have thousands of dreams a year, and you only remember the ones that seem to come true. 2, your brain is really good at picking up patterns you haven't consciously noticed yet. So a prediction is often just your subconscious connecting dots faster than you. That said, the experience is so universal that nearly every culture in history has documented it. Make of that what you will. Emotional dreams are the ones where the feeling is the whole point. You wake up sad or angry or in love, and the actual dream barely made sense. These happen because during REM sleep, the emotional center of your brain, the amygdala, is firing on all cylinders, while the logical part is basically offline. That's why a dream about your ex can wreck your whole morning. Even though nothing about it was real, your brain felt it, so your body felt it. Number 7. These are the dreams where you solve problems or come up with ideas, and they're not a myth. Some of the most famous inventions and songs in history came from dreams. Paul McCartney wrote Yesterday from a Dream. The structure of DNA, the sewing machine, the periodic table, all dream-inspired. When you sleep, your brain makes connections between ideas that your awake brain would normally keep separate. That's why sleep on it actually works. Your subconscious is doing the heavy lifting while you're not looking. Number 8. Here's another fun one. Fantasy dreams are the wild ones. Flying castles, magic powers, talking animals, entire fictional worlds. These are most common in kids whose brains haven't fully drawn the line between real and imaginary yet, but adults get them too. They tend to spike when you've been consuming a lot of imaginative content, like fantasy books, movies, or video games. Your brain takes those worlds and remixes them while you sleep. Basically, it's free entertainment custom-made for you every night. Number 9. Learning dreams are when your brain literally practices new skills while you sleep. Studies have shown that people who dream about a task they're learning, whether it's a video game, a language, or even physical movements, actually get better at it overnight. Your brain replays the day's lessons in dream form to reinforce what you learned. It's why cramming the night before a test and then sleeping is more effective than pulling an all-nighter. Sleep is when the studying actually sticks. Number 10. Spiritual dreams are the ones that feel meaningful, like a message from somewhere else. Visits from people who've passed away, intense feelings of peace, dreams that change how you see your life. Almost every religion and culture in history has taken these seriously. Ancient Egyptians believed dreams were messages from the gods. Indigenous traditions around the world treat them as guidance. Science can't really test what these dreams mean, but it can confirm that they tend to feel more vivid, more emotional, and more memorable than other types, which is probably why they hit so hard. Number 11. These dreams are the just plain weird ones, the ones where you're at your old job, but it's also a spaceship and your dog is the manager. They happen because during deep REM sleep, your brain's logic filter shuts off almost completely. Anything goes. Time jumps, identity shifts, impossible physics. Your dreaming brain doesn't notice any of it is strange until you wake up and try to explain it to someone. That's the moment you realize your brain has been making absolutely no sense for the last 8 hours. And finally, the dreams you don't remember. Forgotten dreams. On average, people get 4 to 6 dreams every single night and forgets about 95% of them within minutes of waking up. Why? Because the part of your brain that stores long-term memories is basically asleep during REM. Unless you wake up during a dream, it never gets saved. So somewhere out there, in the parts of your brain you can't access, are thousands of dreams you've had and will never remember. Kind of haunting, honestly. That's every type of dream. There's a side note on almost everything you do every day. Subscribe and I'll show you the next one.